Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Another day of Astro Gravitational Report. Hopefully, you guys doing okay. Hopefully, everything you got through it. Everything that you went through. Understand things that you wanted to change. All that information, collections, and everything that is going to be coming in, you are able to kind of like take it. There's going to be today, there's going to be some very kind of like energy of pause, stop for a minute, absorb everything, re-look at everything, what it was, what is that, and so on. How can I change? What do you need to change? And we're going to see that out of this energy, actually the moon it's going to have some no aspect. Usually at this time, when the moon beginning to have no aspect, that is a one of the intuition does not want to have like directions. It just wants to have this quiet moment of peace. So later on, this is going to change because the moon it's going to beginning to sextile Mercury. That is going to be leading to this energy of what I have to tell myself, what I have to inspire my own self. Can I be able to navigate through the situations so I can able to achieve what I am feeling or I am destined? It's more proper to achieve. Of course, Mercury is right now squaring the North Node in the Moon, sextiling Mercury. This is gonna be very kind of like uh, in a way, very beautiful moment because right now the intuition is like, you know what, stop being negative, stop looking this, stop looking that. But that is going to be the moment when you are realizing things and you're beginning to what? Inspiration your own self. So this is what it's going to be coming at 7 o'clock in the morning. We are going to have a Mercury as in the past few days. He's going to be at the event horizon. That is at about communications and so on. And are you real or artificial intelligence? I'm totally real. I do a real lives, guys. So just so you know, I am doing a life, and this is how I do astrology. Just so you know, right in here. Okay, there is nothing artificial in here. All right, a good question. All right, so with those positions, particularly about with Mercury, we are about to find the truth. Why? The true Lilith, it is there, while the mean one, it's still at the beginning at Sag. In the true Lilith, it is 14 degrees of Sag. So this is a that I was talking about before, that the mean Lilith, it is more like the main focus of your shadow work, while the true Lilith goes back and forth, is trying to gathering what, from what level, how, what, how to overcome this inner shadow and there. Hi from Turkey. And thank you, thank you. And now, as we are going to be going into these periods, we're going to see in the next hour. This is going to be more about relationship in there. We are going to be seeing it about the love and the values. Currently, you don't see the love and values. Currently, you're like blocked in there. You don't see the visions. You're missing restrictions. Saturn is squaring Venus. This is a one other thing that I do not permit myself to love. I have something that I've done, and 10 for whatever I've done, I don't deserve to be loved, and I don't deserve to have a values, right? Usually I see in a people who have a emotional relationships issues and materialistic issues, and they're asking Dio, what is happening with me? Why do I always have this? And I see Venus squaring Saturn, and here it's coming in that you are focused within, like, you know what, I maybe in a past life I did this, and you telling yourself for so many things, while Saturn, it says, like, you know, I restrict you like this because you have to find a different way. What is the different way right now? The different way is that Venus with the ascendant, it's 150 degrees with the retrograde Uranus at Taurus. We have to go back and learn properly basics things into the material world. Okay, what does that mean? It is a lot of things that it's mean. Okay, we have to stop bottling the water. We have to release that water back into Mother Nature. We have to start to go back in protecting the land, which is producing the food, stop poisoning the earth in generally, but also we have to stop poisoning the consciousness within ourselves. So this is a what actually Pluto wants is like that energy of changes. And now, since the moon is separating from that, it is about like we need to find the different ways. We cannot continue going in that directions. But Uranus is asking us to revise everything that we need to revise. All right, 9 o'clock. That is going to be some energies of Mars. If you pay attention in there, in that energy of Mars, it is this like little spark, and here it comes in like all the fire, all the volcanoes, and everything that is coming in. Be mindful about this. We talked about it. Right now, Mars is at Capricorn. Mars is in the Earth, and this is why you can see like a lot of revolution rising up, and so on, conflict, and so with that. Because guess what? There is no honor, there is no dignity, there is no truth, right? Also, Mars is feel restricted from what? From the governing things, right? Saturn square Mars, Neptune squares Mars, no visions, right? Restrictions. So this energy can create a lot of agitation. So we're going to see it later on how you're going to be process that. But at 10 o'clock, we're seeing a Pluto rising in the horizon. It says like, you know what? It's time for transformations. Cannot go all the time with this. And that's what enough is enough. There is a stop sign. And that's for Saturn. It's kind of like a stopping with the squares. He's stopping what? He's stopping actions. He is stopping authority, and he's stopping love and values. Enough with this. You need to rethink what the things are, so you can have a better new life. All right? So what you gotta do? You gotta evolve within the spirit, and that's what Pluto wants. That's the transformations that it's coming. All right, 11 o'clock. The inner work is gonna be with Mercury. Right now, it's very important what you're gonna be telling yourself in there, but also what others going to tell you. Okay, don't take things personally. I talked about this before, and because see, miscommunication can be a what? Misdirection, right? All right, 12 o'clock. This is a that heavy energy at 12 o'clock that we are going to see as the inner work is going to be with the sun. We see in the squaring, we see the limitations. I cannot get into the new, cannot get into that. I want to get stuck within the old. Don't improve anything. I don't have to getting into the energies that are about Things was working and always been working that way, right? All this is gonna coming out in there, and it's gonna be says like you need to involve here, right? In your heart, in your soul, in your spirit. Okay. Hi, Dixon. Nice to meet you. So later on, we're going to be seeing it at 1 o'clock that yes, the material world is going to be coming up and it says like, what are you doing? You need to figure out your material world. It is leading with that North Node, with your destiny. We are going to be seeing as the ascendant that it's going to be at Taurus, material possessions, right? Material creations, providing that it's there with the sun that is at Capricorn. We're going to see that beautiful trine. So right now, the earth signs, they have a lot of benefits because the authorities were at Capricorn. It is the cardinal sign of like, let's be a pro. Let's get these things approached. Let's put the things in proper way. It's the 10th house. What are you going to do in life? Right? That's the beginning in there. So as we are seeing it, those energies and the inner work right now, that's going to be at the mid of Capricorn. It's opposing Jupiter, and he says like, okay, you can do your work, but what about family? What's the big deal? You're going out, you go into your work, but you have no family. You're not happy. You're always alone. Okay, and so on and so on. Right? You're trying to getting into these positions in there, but something inside of you is like something is empty. Like you're like an empty cup, right? So this kind of like of energy is gonna coming out because everything that you do has one thing. It's called purpose. All right. 2 o'clock, that purpose is going to be found. In there, the inner work is going to be matching Pluto. Currently, Venus has only that sextile with Mercury. We're going to see it in the next hour, how the moon, it's going to comes in and start talking. But the first thing is going to be the reminders about yesterday. How did you go with that meeting between intuition and transformations? What it needs to be changed? What do you have to be letting go? What do you have to surrender? What do you have to trust? Right? And then you have to go into the future, right? Because you have to be moved, you have to be involved. So this is going to be a very beautiful hour, very beautiful energies, sir. Sorry, coming into us, and we are going to see at the next hour that the moon. It is very, very good positions at that because she is going to try the ascendant that is at Gemini. With those energies of Gemini, it's the communications that we need to do personally within ourselves. Who is controlling Gemini? Mercury. What is the moon does to Mercury? It's sextile on it. Where? At Sagittarius, the publicly speaking. So now the intuition wants to have these expressions towards what? Towards the public. Okay? For some people, this is gonna be like, you know what? I got these downloads. I got these ideas. I got these dreams. I've had something goes on within me, and then I went out. I researched in the internet, and it seems like this is the path. What can we do? Right? You're trying to do the work of these visions that you had from yesterday's meeting. Of course, we're going to be seeing a lot of challenges because the next hour, the inner work is going to be at the beginning of Pisces. That is going to be squaring Lilith and, of course, Uranus. Sudden changes, right? Because you evolve, you suddenly changed. Other people like, oh, what are you talking about? I don't want to do this. I maybe had people like you before. I maybe had this and before, and so on and so on. Those are the people who, even though that they have the power in the positions and anything in the energies to do it, they don't do it because they are in fear. And this is why people like you goes to them, right? But they're in fear, right? So it is about you to figure it out without without this kind of like of people how to do it. Maybe for someone with you, this is gonna be a startup of a company, startup of things in there, and totally new ways. Okay, and don't be afraid. Of course, there is always gonna be a people who's gonna be either bless you or curse you. You know, like don't pay attention to the people what they said. You following the path of that Pluto directions that gave it to you. Okay, the next hour, this is gonna be the time with the North Node. Very beautiful energy, beautiful trines with the ascendant in Jupiter. But that is gonna be squaring what? Mercury, right? And this is the power of the times that what are you gonna be telling you to your future self? Can you imagine you meet your future self in about 10 years from now? What would you want to tell it? Mhm. How about your future self wants to tell you, hey, you need to do this evolution, you need to do these transformations because it's a good thing, it's gonna be coming back to you, right? So it's going to be some interesting moments with this, and we're going to see it in the next hour because this is going to be the energy of the inner work with Aries at 6 o'clock. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Think that it comes in towards us. We see that the inner work it's passing through. That's the path of the new life. It's the energies through the shadow. We are going to see that there is going to be some new ways that we are going to do within the family, and the sudden changes and the blessing in the material world from Uranus will come. That will come when a Uranus is going to be turning what? It's going to be turning retrograde. Okay, so this energies is gonna be some very powerful. It's gonna give you the directions. It's gonna give us this guidelines, and from there, from the guidelines, what are you going to do? Is a big question. All right, 7 o'clock. The inner work is gonna be some trinic Mercury, but at the same time, it is squares Jupiter. Be mindful about this immaturity. We talk about this square Jupiter with Chiron, inner child. Okay, take care of your inner child. Spoke about the previous reports. If you have to go ahead and rewatch the previous reports, you're gonna be finding very good tips how to get and heal that inner child of yours. Okay, but we are dealing with this on a daily basis. All right, 8 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Taurus. That is going to be at the very powerful energies, beautiful trine towards the sun, towards Mars. Venus is still at Sag, but other than that, she's still a part of that group trine. Okay, so now Venus is like, well, I seen this my second home because Venus is the ruler of Taurus, right? Venus is not only ruling Libra, it's ruling also Taurus. Because if you take a look, here is a Cancer, the ruler is the moon. Here is the sun, the ruler is here is Leo, the ruler is the sun. And now we have Mercury, which is ruling in Gemini, and then we have again Mercury, who is ruling Virgo. And then we have Venus, that it's ruling Libra, and Venus is ruling Taurus. And then we have a Mars, who is ruling what? Scorpio, and he is ruling Aries, right? So this is a how that ruling is. Keep on going with that, and That things in Mars. In Mars, it is about the power of creativity of actions. I create actions. I create this. But in the negative side, this could be agitations, aggravations, and this could be things of self what? Destructions, self sabotage. Particularly when a Mars sees like, oh, there is no point me to do it. I don't care, and so on and so on. Okay, so you gotta be very mindful because particularly with that Saturn square in Mars, things can be a very, very impractical. All right, 10 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Gemini. That's going to be opposing Lilith in there. What it is, uh, society and talking with others. Okay? I mean, go back into that 3 year old. Okay? You are around in the playground and you see the other kids there like you and so on, and you're wondering with who you're gonna play. Some kids are sharing things with you, some kids don't want to play with you, some kids they're playing with other people that you want to play with them, but they cannot play with you, right? So now you're looking at what is wrong with all these pictures. You're just trying to understand things. The most important is trying to understand yourself. Okay? There is a time for everything. It's called divine time. And now this energy is going to be coming in with the divine energies towards Venus. And this is going to be one of the lessons about that. Whoever loves you, they choose you. Whoever loves you comes to you. Right? Hopefully you get it. All right. The next hour, this is going to be at 11 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be at Virgo. That is going to be some energy stored. Chiron, beautiful time to tell yourself about this inner child of yours. Go and find your inner child. Give it a hug inside of you. Tell them like, listen, we're grown, matured. It's time to stop acting in the base of the wounded child. You're ready to mature. I'm going to be with this. It's time to come and get a better life. For some other people, this is going to be a lot of conflict, a lot of restrictions. Oh, I cannot do this. I cannot do that. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to get it about it. How do we know that? The astrologers, how do we know that? Well, this energy is, it's coming here. This is the ascendant. It is squaring Mercury. What are you telling yourself, right? Then that energy, it is opposing you. Saturn, restrictions, right? And then that energy, it is square the inner work. I don't want to do it, inner work. I don't want that inner work, right? Okay? So the best thing to do it is go in there, follow the path of Jupiter, who is sextiling the ascendant, and that Jupiter it's trining Saturn. You overcoming your own limitations by revising the family patterns within you. All right. Okay, that's what it was, the astrogravitational report, and I'm going to be giving you 7 o'clock in the morning for the next day, which is going to be the 24th of December, right? Merry Christmas, everybody. Hi, 7 o'clock in the morning. Of course, we are going to have the Mercury at the ascendant. But now Mercury, it is going to trine the inner work. Not the inner work, sextiling the inner work is going to be trying Chiron. And Mercury, it is a very beautiful sextile with the moon. Finally, getting this communication is like, okay, that evolutionary process within me, it's going to work. So be mindful, but you have something within like an 15th to the 25th degree of Aquarius. You're gonna have some very good blessings coming towards you. Okay, but we're gonna see and we're gonna talk more about this tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm wishing you happy holidays. And come back tomorrow for another astro gravitational report. Much love.